Hello, I'm Ty Mason of the DiabetesCouncil.com, researcher, writer, and I have type 2 diabetes. Now, I want to emphasize that my perspective is coming from one with type 2 diabetes and not type 1. Our channel is primarily for those with type 2 diabetes and pre-diabetes. Today, I want to answer the question, what do I do if I eat at a restaurant? After you watch the video today, I invite you to check out the description box for my new ebook. This is one of the most comprehensive diabetes meal planning books you'll find anywhere. It contains diabetes-friendly meals and recipes, recipes for different goals such as 800 to 1800 calories per day meal plans, diabetes meal planning tips and tricks, and there are also tons of diabetes-friendly recipes for everyone. When I was a kid, eating out was kind of a big deal. I mean, you just didn't say, hey, let's go eat out. It was something we planned for. I mean, planned for a week. We're going to go out Saturday night and eat. Where are we going to go? What are we going to drive? What are we going to wear? What are we going to order? I mean, there were a lot of things that went into eating out or going to a restaurant when I was a child. Today, not so much. Eating out has become so commonplace, we have taken out a lot of what we really should be doing in order to navigate the meal properly for one with diabetes or pre-diabetes. I want to give you some guidelines for eating in a restaurant if you do have pre-diabetes. First of all, think about the time of day. One of the biggest mistakes we make when eating out is that we really don't think about the time of day. Many times, especially on the weekends, we tend to eat much later than we would during the week. That is not a huge problem if you plan ahead with your snack times and medication, if you take medication. Now, if you're going to be eating at 9 rather than at 6 p.m., then you need to adjust your meds throughout the day so that you can take them in a time frame of eating rather than just the same time you normally would. Taking your meds too early could cause a drop in blood sugar, and then eating later could cause a spike. Number 2, plan ahead so you know where you will be eating. Sometimes eating out is so spontaneous you don't really think about where you're going, much less what menu items you might want to have. Does this sound familiar? Where do you want to eat? I don't care. Wherever you want to go. I picked last time. It's your turn. Well, I really would love to open a restaurant named I Don't Care. I think it would be filled many times just out of misunderstandings. Now, don't be afraid to make suggestions. Eat where you think you can eat best. Most places do have a menu that is suited for diabetic diets, but make sure that's the case. Number 3, don't fall for those big specials. Get a steak, baked potato, 3 sides, a salad, dessert, and drink, all for only $9.99. Now, that is a great deal. But the steak is probably as tough as shoe leather. The potato is going to be used for seed, but hey, this is a great deal. Hey, I have nothing against eating a good steak. I think meat is great for your diet. But do you really need the rest of that stuff? You know, a steak, some steamed carrots, a salad, maybe even a baked potato. It's not that bad of a meal. Don't fall for those big specials. First of all, you really don't need that much food, and second, there's a reason they are pushing those items in a deal like that. Number 4, don't fall into the trap of saying, I paid for this food, dadgummit, I'm going to eat it all. So you go ahead and get the big special. A 10-ounce sirloin, a baked potato as big as your fist, a cob of corn longer than your shoe, candied sweet potatoes, yeah, you like potatoes, a bowl of peas and a roll, a big old glass of iced tea, and a bowl of apple cobbler with ice cream. Now you are full after eating the steak, the corn, and half the potato. But you paid for this meal, and you are going to make sure and eat it all. Well, how about you eat the small portion of each item, and then when you're full, ask for a box to take home for the rest. You can find use for the leftovers, I'm sure. Number 5. Try your best to avoid the all-you-can-eat buffet. Hey, I'm a sucker for buffets. I even started a book entitled The Beauty of the Buffet. But one thing that isn't really beautiful about a buffet is the amount you can eat and not even realize it. Some buffets do have some great choices for those of us who have diabetes, but we often bypass them for the good stuff, and we stuff ourselves. Number 6, don't be afraid to ask about menu items. It says baked sweet potato on the menu, which is a great choice, believe it or not. But what is it baked with? Do they put a lot of sugar syrup on it or marshmallow cream? Is it just a potato? Can they bake the potato plain for me, or are they already baked? Guess what? Ask your server. I am sure if they don't know, they can find out. Can I get the salad dressing on the side? Do you have a sugar-free version of that? It never hurts to ask. This is your health we're talking about. It's our health that you're concerned about. Leave a good tip and thank your server for answering your questions. Tip number 7, and this one a lot of people don't like when I bring it up, but don't park right next to the front door. I don't care if Mom did borrow Aunt Jean's handicap sticker. Park away and walk. You know, we will circle around the parking lot and wait and wait and wait for that spot up front to come open, won't we? Why not park in the last spot in the parking lot? Get in a little exercise to work up your hunger a little bit before the meal, then give yourself a little walk to help digest after the meal. The walk will also help your blood sugar to stabilize. Well, there's some guidelines for you when you eat at a restaurant. I'm sure there are others, but I think this will certainly get you started. Don't forget to get my new ebook, and please subscribe to our channel for many more videos like this one in the future. I want to thank you so much for watching. I'm Ty Mason.